Hi, I'm Suzanne Lang, and I'm going to be reading my book, Grumpy Monkey, Oh No Christmas, for Barnes & Noble Storytime. I hope you like it. Grumpy Monkey, Oh No Christmas. It was a grisly, drizzly December day, just as it had been all week. Chimpanzee wasn't in the mood to celebrate. Can it be nice for one stinking day, Jim sighed, and set out into the wet in search of breakfast. But when he finally found a banana, it was green. Figures, said Jim as he tossed the banana aside. Are you going to eat this? Asked his neighbor Norman. No, said Jim, it's not ripe. It'll ripen in your stomach, said Norman. You didn't even peel it, Jim said. The peel's where all the vitamins are, Norman said. I don't think that's true, said Water Buffalo from beneath the tree. Who cares if it's true, said Oxpecker. It's almost Christmas, and everyone knows green bananas are much more Christmassy than yellow ones because green is a Christmas color. I'm so excited for Christmas! The weather stinks, the bananas stink. What's there to celebrate when everything stinks, snapped Jim. Nothing to celebrate, Oxpecker couldn't believe it. But it's such a magical time of year. There are presents and visiting relatives and decorations. Oh, no, not decorations, said Water Buffalo. Of course decorations, chirped Oxpecker as she wrapped some berries around Water Buffalo's horns. Decorations help spread Christmas cheer. See, Jim? Don't you feel like celebrating now? No, said Jim, and he stomped away. Jim was so busy stomping, he didn't notice Marabou. Why are you stomping around, Jim? Asked Marabou. You should celebrate. It's such a magical time of year. Celebrate? Me? I don't feel like celebrating, said Jim. Maybe a song will help. Fa-la-la-la-la. Ugh! Jim held his ears and stomped on. Right into a puddle of mud. Hooray! Jim, you're just in time to enjoy some of our holiday treats, croaked the frogs. Nothing makes you want to celebrate like a little fly pot pie, am I right? Said Bullfrog. Celebrate? Me? I don't feel like celebrating, said Jim. Everyone wanted Jim to enjoy this magical time of year. You should wrap presents and put them under a tree. You should make a card for your mom. Don't forget your dad. You should take a long winter's nap. You should light 7 candles. Or 9. You should quietly reflect. You should do something nice for someone else. You should eat sugar plums. But Jim didn't feel like doing any of that. Why aren't you celebrating, Jim? Asked the others. It's such a magical time of year. The bananas aren't ripe. I'm soaked and covered in mud. This fly is driving me crazy. And you're all giving me a headache. How can I celebrate when everything stinks? And he stormed off. Jim tried to ignore all the holiday celebrations, but he couldn't ignore the rumbling in his tummy. Maybe Norman's right. Maybe the banana will ripen in my stomach. He peeled a green banana and ate it. Ow, ow, ow! Norman wasn't right. Norman wasn't right about what? Asked Norman. About the bananas, said Jim. Now my stomach hurts. And I still have a headache, and I'm muddy, and wet, and come to think of it, I'm cold, too. Not to mention this fly won't leave me alone. How can anyone celebrate when everything stinks? Sounds like you could use some tea, said Norman. Tea, said Jim. I don't like tea. Have you ever tried it? Asked Norman. No, said Jim. Maybe give it a try, suggested Norman. Jim took a sip of the tea. It warmed him all the way to his tummy. In fact, it started to make his tummy feel better. It's made with mint leaves that grow right here. Pretty nice, huh? Said Norman. I never noticed the mint leaves, said Jim. They do a good job of blending in, said Norman. Can I get that for you? Said Chameleon. Chameleon's eating the fly that's been following Jim around. Thanks, said Jim. I guess there are lots of things I haven't noticed. It can be hard to notice things when you've got a lot of complaints, said Norman. Jim looked around. He noticed how pretty the raindrops looked on the leaves, and that the holiday tree made a pretty good umbrella, and that he was surrounded by loved ones. Taking time to notice the good things can make your problems seem smaller, said Norman. Jim agreed. And that was a reason to celebrate. The end. So in Grumpy Monkey Oh No Christmas, Jim learns to appreciate all the nice things around him. He learns to be grateful for those things. And I think being grateful is important. So I thought we could have a little fun with being grateful and make ourselves something called a gratitude box. We are going to take a box and decorate it, and when it's all ready, we can use that box to put in notes about things we are grateful for. So you're going to need a few things to do this. You will need a box of some sort. If you don't have a box, maybe a grown-up in your house can give you a jar or some other container that is all right to use. We will need paper. I've got construction paper here. You could also use wrapping paper, plain paper, anything to cover the whole box with. You will need something to write with. If you like drawing, maybe some more markers and crayons in different colors, because once we've got the box wrapped up, you can draw on it. You will need scissors. If you are allowed to use scissors by yourself, always use them carefully. If you can't use scissors by yourself, make sure to have a grown-up help. We'll also need tape and or glue. And then maybe things like stickers or gems or anything to decorate your box with. I have these neat Grumpy Monkey cutouts that I'm going to use. I'm going to cut some of those out, but you can also cut shapes out of construction paper to decorate your box. And then the last thing you want to be sure you have is some blank paper, any color. And that's going to be for the notes later. So, first step, whatever you would like to wrap your box in, you're going to wrap it in. So I'm going to use construction paper to wrap my box, and I'm going to use tape to attach the construction paper. Okay, so I have wrapped my box. And now it's time to decorate it. So, like I said, you could use markers to draw on it, you could paint it, you can cut shapes out of construction paper, you could use stickers. I'm going to use these cutouts. I'm going to cut out some decorations and glue them on. I'm going to use my glue this time. There it is. I finished my gratitude box. I'm quite happy with it. Can you see the back? And now, how do we use our boxes? So what I was thinking is that every day from now until Christmas, I will write down one thing I am grateful for and put it in the box. And then on Christmas, maybe I can sit with my family and open the box and read out all the things that I'm grateful for. You can also do this every day until New Year, or every day until your birthday, whatever you, or every day until Tuesday, whatever you think. So for today, I'll do my first one to show you an example. I'm going to cut a little piece of paper, and I'm going to write one thing I'm grateful for today, and that would be my family. And I take that paper and I put it in my box. And tomorrow, I'll write something else that I'm grateful for, and every day until Christmas. And then I'll read them out with my family. Maybe they'll make boxes too and we can all read them. Maybe that could be something you can do in your house. Well, I wish each and every one of you a happy, happy holiday and a happy and healthy new year.